bonjour, good day, and welcome to another episode of Awesomeness. Thank you for joining. Love you. Today, we're going to talk about the habit of anxiety. And yes, it can be a habit. It's gross, but hear me out. Okay, are you one of those people, like me, recovering, anxious person? Are you one of those people that always felt kind of on edge, never really calm in your body? Maybe you were really rigid, really kind of tense all the time, on edge, and you get an email and it's oh, I don't know if I want to open that. There's this fear factor to open an email or a text or answer a phone call, anything like that is just I don't know if I want, there's this anxiety there, right? Or that gut rot in your stomach. Maybe not the full on poop your pants gut rot, but just that kind of rumbling and maybe a little clammy, just in general not feeling super duper. Is that you? Comment below. I'd be so curious because, hi friend, I see you. I really do. But what if that was out of habit? What if that wasn't something you needed to be feeling? Sometimes, yes, there are stressful situations that call for a little bit of anxiety and it'll kind of peak it and that's fine. But do you need to live in that situation? Probably not. So I would like to share my story. I promise I'll make it short and sweet. I'll close notes it for you. It was so profound and so eye-opening to me, and it has literally changed the trajectory of my beingness, how I feel in my body, and I want to share it with you. So, as previously mentioned, recovering anxious person. About 8-9 months ago, I was, just kind of going through my office and, making sure, checking my schedules and stuff, and everything was good. I was oh, everything's going really well, but I had that feeling, that ishy feeling, and I was why? What am I missing? I felt off. So I did the list. I was who have I talked to in the past couple days, couple weeks? What have all my interactions been? What were they like? Did I miss something? Did I hurt somebody's feeling? Did I say something off? Could I have been smarter here or better there? I just went through the whole list, and I really couldn't find anything. And I was the fuck? Why am I still feeling this, this discomfort? And so then I went and I did the sway test, which is in one of my previous videos. I will link it at the end here. And I asked my body, I was truth body, are we feeling anxious out of habit? And I got a yes. And I was no, I don't want that to be a yes. But it was a yes. And I was ugh. And then I was really sad. I was profoundly sad because my body was so used to feeling anxious that when it felt at ease, when it felt relaxed, that felt uncomfortable. That's sad. That is oh, sad. I'm gonna be real honest. I dwelled in the sadness for a few days. I had a little pity party. I was poor me, wee. But then I was well, this isn't getting anywhere. How are we gonna make it better, right? How do we not make this a habit anymore? So then, anytime I felt that kind of ishy, ugh, or that twinge, or maybe a little clammy, whatever the symptoms are of anxiety for you, I would check in and I'd be truth body, is this out of habit? And I swear, 9.999 times out of 10, the answer was yes. And so it was okay, body. I see that you're used to feeling like that. Thank you for trying to protect me. But can we call in ease? Let's call in some joy. Let's call in some happiness. Let's call in some play. Let's call in some laughter. I would call in other kind of lighter vibration things. Those things. Because then when you give your subconscious something to look for, that's what it does. When you give it a cue, when you give it an order, hey, I call this forward, that's what it will see. So I started to feel more and more at ease because I was calling all this stuff in, and that habit, every time I checked in with my body and every time it was yep, this is a habit, and I called something else in, that is a step closer to reprogramming my neural pathways to go to that ease, to go to that joy, to go to that happiness and laughter and all of that. That is becoming, I'm not there yet, working on it, that is becoming the new programming. So every time I did it, it's 3 seconds, right? Hey, is this a habit? Yeah. Can we maybe call something else in? Yeah. Okay. It's real quick, but it makes such a difference. So I would really encourage you to try this. It has been seriously one of the biggest game changers for me. The biggest game changer. I cannot overemphasize it enough. I get excited. I get real excited. So at the same time, what if the answer is yes? What if you check in, hey body, what if the answer is no? What if you check in with your body and you're truth body, is this habit? And it's nope. Okay, I sway backwards for no, you might not. Then what do you do? Right? Oh shit, I am actually anxious. That is when you can go deeper in your conversation with yourself. Who have I talked to recently? What have I been up to? What have my interactions been? You can kind of start to go a bit deeper then because your body has given you more information. But if it's, yeah, this is habit, let that shit go. Seriously. Okay, I got real excited there. I just need to gather myself 1 second. A caveat I would like to add with this though is because it is such a habit, you may have to ask yourself this 50 or 100 times the first few days or first few weeks. It might feel like you're checking in a lot. Like, oh my God, like I'm still anxious. Like, but I really want you to like flip the script on that a bit, in that every time you check in, that is another awareness. That is another acknowledgement. That's another choice to choose something different instead of running on the old programming, which is where you're currently at, which is making this habit. Do you know what I mean? So every time you check in, it might seem like a lot at first. That is so exciting. So be really proud of that, okay? It's not like, oh my God, I'm never gonna get this. I checked in like 100 times today. I can't believe, like, no, none of that. It's like, oh damn, I caught myself 100 times today and I changed it every single time. That's what we're going for, that energy, okay? As from personal experience, I can say for the past 9 months or so practicing this, I used to, like I say, probably 50 or 100 times the first little bit. I was like, oh my God. Every time I did it, it got a little bit easier. And now I can really honestly, truly say, I mean, I check in, but it's so sporadic now. Like I can't even really give you a timeline on it. Like there are days and weeks that might be a little bit heavier, that is like, you know, the anxiety's a little bit kicked up, but like the overall ease is exponential from what it was 9 months ago. I can't give you a number on how many times I check in a day now, but like it's not every day. When I do feel a little and I check in real quick, that ease, that joy, that laughter, that play, all of that comes so much faster now too. Like I don't necessarily start giggling hysterically, because it's not like that, but it's just like that lightness comes so much easier. And it's like, oh, I'm allowed to feel relaxed. I'm allowed to feel at ease. I'm allowed to feel calm. And so that has been a huge game changer for me. I hope that it helps you. Please, please, please let me know in the comments if you've tried this, how it's going for you, because again, game changer, breaking these habits. Like you can do all the work up here and in here, but if you don't change the actual pattern that the body is used to doing, those physiological responses the body is just like on, it's going to be a lot slower, right? This speeds it up. And if you're curious even more about yourself, your patterns, your behaviors and stuff, I have just the thing for you. I have made an entire 7-module, 15 audio series that heals the inner you from the second trimester in your mom's womb all the way to 12 years old. It is a fully encompassed healing journey that is for you. There is no timeline on it. It is a beautiful thing. You get access to a Facebook group where we have bi-weekly calls. We meet up with each other. We're here to support each other. And it's amazing. I'm biased, but it's amazing. So if you click the link below, I'm gifting you module 1 on me. So check it out and let me know what you think. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.